Okay, so the last video did pretty well, and judging by the feedback, you guys kinda liked it. So here's a part 2. I wanted to play against a good player, so I went to the tournament server. Two days of embarrassing silence later, and this guy hops into my DMs. There's a tournament coming up and we decide to play the restriction as part of practice. Anyway, here's how it goes. For a change, compared to last video at least, me and my opponent actually have some skill at this game, so I'm just gonna have to skip through all of this because it's very boring. We all know what we're doing, and it's just a very smooth wave 0 to 8. I noticed that my opponent sends some slows, which I think is a great move because it's a very effective way to force extra defense out, and it only costs like 90 cash as well. Here I send 4 bosses because I know he's not going to send now. He sent those slows. Now this is amazing because it basically just forces out an entire max soldier one way or another, and his eco is going to be down the drain. As you can see, I'm not in the most pleasant of situations in the world. I have a horde of mysteries, and I have a full HP boss. I also hear a boss on his side, which means there's a boss on my side in a couple of seconds, so I just have to get some patrols to deal with it. It's the only way to do it really without overspending. I also noticed that he's sent some bosses over to me. Now this is a very good move because now I have to get a max soldier. I'm in another uncomfortable position. As you can see, there are multiple mysteries and multiple bosses that are spawning, and there's a necromancer boss. This is dealt with at level 4 for troll, of course, and that deals everything pretty nicely. I get a DJ down, which isn't the most accurate thing in the world because I have basically no farms, but it works, and the only downside is that he can somewhat catch up. Okay, so there are two things that are slightly inaccurate here. I farm very quickly, which is not the best thing to do considering that he full sends, but you can see an infinite rush on its way here. Now that's the second thing that's inaccurate. Sending an infinite rush here is probably not the best because it can be countered. Okay, on second thought, it's probably not the easiest thing to counter, but the main thing is that he will rot. Here I made the mistake of upgrading my DJ when there's a giant swarm of lavas that's about to kill me, and it probably won't be effective enough for all the bosses that there are, so not the greatest thing ever. Other thing is that I have to sell 2 max farms to get a tank to live. Very fun. I made the best option, which is to sell out. Of course, after getting some soldiers first. But I'm not sure exactly how he's doing at this given moment. So I feel like I'm completely cooked in this situation, because there's about 10 bosses that are about to turn to my base, and I can only kill about 3 of them. Okay, so it turns out that he's rotting harder than I expected, and it's just not even close.
Not even close, baby!
Squashed.
Never dies!